Put yourself in the shoes of this person. You grew up on a farm a couple of decades ago, and your mom, who's pregnant, gets rushed off to the hospital. She's going to have her baby. But it's on the weekend, and the doctor's on call. He's at the country club playing golf. Your mom knows something's not right, so they call the doctor, and before he can get there, the baby dies. About a month later, you're out in the front yard with your dad. Doctor shows up in a shiny convertible sports car. Gets out of the car, says to your dad, "We've been trying to get a hold of you. You owe us. You haven't paid us. If you don't pay us, I'm going to make sure you go to jail." Dad walks over to the doctor, beats him up, throws him in the car, and says, "If you ever come here again, I will kill you." You witness this. And then your dad turns to you and says, Did you see this? Rich people, they only care about money. They don't care about the lives that they kill." Or what about the person, so say you grew up of relative means, most of your family, you, your siblings, your cousins, most of your aunts and uncles. But there is this one guy, this one rich uncle. He moved away and he found success. He started at a couple of good companies and he comes back to visit sometimes. He flies back for the holidays and other events. But think about how your family talks about him. They say, "Oh, who can't drive? It's only 12 hours and he has to fly." And guess who's too good for us to pick him up at the airport? He has to rent a car. And he can't stay with us, of course. He needs to stay at that fancy hotel. Okay? You're listening to this as the child in this situation. So what do you think about people who break out of this poverty? What do you think about people who achieve success? Think about how these events would influence those people's lives and how they think about money. A rich guy kills your brother, a family member ridiculed behind his back for pursuing success. These are called financial flashpoints. Find out what those are right after this. Welcome to this week's Money Health Conversation. This is Derek Hagan, Certified Financial Planner, Chartered Financial Analyst. Each week I talk about a new personal finance, behavioral finance, or financial psychology topic using everyday items around my office to help demonstrate the idea. You can learn more at moneyhealth.blog. This week we're going to talk about financial flashpoints. Financial flashpoints are essentially the money version of trauma. They're intense emotional experiences that we have around money, and they shape our money scripts or money beliefs. These could be big negative events like bankruptcy, divorce, foreclosure, homelessness. They could be small negative events like an embarrassing moment that you had around money or some hurtful comment that you heard somewhere along the lines. They could even be positive events though, like a family member who stepped in to bail you out. And now you think that everything's always going to be okay with money, so you don't really put in enough worry. Oftentimes, financial trauma leads to financial disorders. And financial disorders are basically bad money behaviors taken to the extreme. So let's look at how this works. Okay, I'm going to take a little whiteboard here, and what we're going to do is we're going to draw the course of your financial behaviors. You're kind of working along this way, you're working along, you're getting higher up on the list. Your money behaviors are getting better. Then something bad happens. Something bad really happens up here. Okay, and then you retreat. You say, "Whoa, that didn't work. We tried going this way, and that didn't work." So we retreat. That's kind of what happens with financial trauma. That's kind of what happens with these financial flashpoints, right? Something happens, and then we feel very, very strong emotional discomfort. And so our brains try to figure out a money script and figure out a way to not have to deal with that ever again, right? So emotional pain and distress, we do anything to avoid that. Our brains do that. We do that subconsciously. And they write these money scripts so that our brains think we're not going to feel that ever again. So there you have it. Money scripts are beliefs that we have about money. They're usually shaped in childhood, and they're often the result of financial flashpoints. So financial flashpoints cause our money scripts, and our money scripts drive our money behaviors. So think about your life. What are your financial flashpoints? How did those shape the way you think about money. Learning what you believe and why you believe it is good money health. Thanks again for being with me. If you liked what you've seen, please click like, and if you like what I'm doing here, consider subscribing. You can do that here on YouTube, or you can do that at moneyhealth.blog. If you know anybody dealing with financial flashpoints or having trouble with their past, please feel free to share this with them. You can learn more at moneyhealth.blog. That's where you can join the Money Health community. If you would like advice tailored to your specific situation, I can help you through Hagen Financial. You can learn more at hagenfinance.com. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you next time.